Griffon Update is our student-produced digital magazine show bringing you news, sports, and information from Missouri Western State University and the surrounding region. During each program, we will present an in-depth look at the people, places, and events that make Missouri Western and the Northwest region of Missouri a great place to call home.
Thanks for watching Griffon Update. I'm Mackenzie Bose.
And I'm Morgan Doyle. Last show of the semester, Mackenzie. How are you feeling?
I'm so sad it's over. I've had so much fun, and these last years have flown by with producing the show.
Well, we sure are going to miss you here, as well as a lot of other seniors.
I know the family I've made here is irreplaceable, and the seniors I am graduating with, I'm just so lucky.
I'm going to miss Bailey Ketchum as well, but I'm going to miss you more. I don't know what I'd do without anchoring with you.
I know, every Tuesday with you. Now it's just making me sad. Okay, let's move on.
I agree. I'm already getting sad. Did we do any profiles this show?
Actually, we did, and that pretty much seems to be the theme of the whole show.
The best thing about this show is being able to get to know students better.
Well, Sydney Durbin was hard at work getting to know Anna Beck. Check out what she had to say.
Imagine being 4,255 miles from home, a 10-hour plane ride, in a whole new culture. That is what Missouri Western freshman Anna Beck is experiencing right now.
I chose Missouri Western because I get the chance to play golf and study, which I can't do in Norway because we don't have student athletes in college. So I came here to play golf.
When Beck isn't studying or playing golf, she's spending time with her roommates. Her roommates love having her around.
It's super easy. She's always happy. She's always up for whatever, ready to do anything fun, but also there if you're having a bad day and she needs to cheer you up.
Her roommates also love Beck's undying love for Sonic ice cream.
It's kind of a daily thing, if it can be, but she's got to get her, Sonic M&M blast with the extra M&Ms. Kind of makes her happy at the end of the day, and it makes all of us happy too when she brings us some,
Beck has gotten used to Sonic dates every day, but this isn't something she will be able to take back home to Norway.
Probably one of the biggest differences between Norway and the United States is the food. Fast food is huge here. We have McDonald's, that's it. So fast food and just the American experience.
Beck will be sure to return to Western next year, especially if ice cream is involved. This is Sydney Durbin reporting for Griffon Media.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. Have you ever golfed?
Mini golfing is the only golfing I do, and it has been years.
Yeah, I don't golf much either.
Well, let's switch from the sports side of things to the student body perspective.
Good idea. Reporter Tanner Cobb followed around Ngoma Fataki for one day. See what he had to say.
Life is a journey, and for 24-year-old junior Congo native Ngoma Fataki, he has had quite a journey to the United States.
My name is Ngoma Fataki, and I'm originally from the Democratic Republic of Congo.
He lived in 5 different countries. He used to live in Mozambique, he lived in DR Congo, and Zambia, I think.
There was a civil war that broke out in my home country, and so they left when I was 1. And then we lived in Tanzania, and then we went to Zambia, and then we moved to Malawi, and then we finally settled in Mozambique.
It's really a privilege for him to be here because it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. He's not from the United States. He's a refugee. Just a little bit about his story, he bounced from refugee camp to refugee camp, and he ended up in the United States.
All this time, since when we left our home country, my family have been living in the refugee camp. And it was not our choice to decide if we want to come to the U.S. or not.
Ngoma, he's been around to a few places. He's, I think, originally from Africa and traveled around the world.
So it took us 4 decent years in order to, go through the process and make sure that, we come, and we finally came to the state in 2014.
It is a pure blessing for him to be here in the United States and for him to just run for office and have the pride and the humility to do that. It really means a lot to not only me, but him as well.
You just think about that journey. It's a journey that most students probably couldn't even imagine, coming from a different country than coming here, and it's crazy to believe how much of an experience he's had.
I think I really had some great mentors, and we had some good people who came to help us on a daily basis. So the experience was fabulous.
After living in 5 different countries in Africa before he turned 19 years old, Ngoma Fataki has finally found home in the United States. This is Tanner Cobb reporting for Griffon Media.
He sure has been through a lot. I couldn't imagine going through half of what he did.
I agree. That's a lot of moving around.
Yeah. Someone else who also had to move around and change their lifestyle was Jack Rasmussen.
He has a unique story of how he got here, too. Check out what he told reporter Sydney Durbin.
Jack Rasmussen had never played football in his life. That is, until one day he decided he was going to learn how to punt and ended up in St. Joseph, Missouri.
I taught myself how to punt on YouTube, which is why I go to the school. I play football here. I'm one of the punters.
Rasmussen has an interesting story of how he wound up here at Western, though.
Before I came to Missouri Western, I was playing junior college football in Arizona, and before that I was working at a national park in Oregon, and before that I was working at a national park in Utah, and before that I was working in San Diego.
Not only does Rasmussen have an interesting story, he has some interesting ideas as well. While most athletes have superstitions, Rasmussen has a different approach for getting into the zone.
This isn't superstition, it's just me being tired and old. Before every practice, if it's above 60 degrees, I'll come out and I'll take a nap on the field before practice. But that's not like for performance, it's nice outside. I want to get in the mindset of a punter. Just calm, no stress, just hanging out.
Though Rasmussen feels strongly about his love for the football field, he'd love to get far away, to Fiji, that is.
I would go to Fiji. I don't know why, but I always imagined me in Fiji living on an island, living like a little hut, and just getting fish from the ocean for lunch, and then like pineapples from the jungle, I guess, for dinner.
While Rasmussen would love to escape to Fiji, we will still find him napping at Spratt Stadium next semester. This is Sydney Durbin reporting for Griffon Media.
One out of every 4 car accidents are caused by texting and driving.
Wait, what did you just say?
You heard me. That's better. Keep your eyes on the road.
Did you go to the science fair last month?
No, I didn't get a chance to.
Reporter Kathleen Woods jumped into the fair to tell us more. Here's what she had to say.
The Mid-American Regional Science and Engineering Fair took place on March 22nd, giving high school students the opportunity to explore Missouri Western's science department. Posters lined the hallways as high school students presented to the faculty. Many of the experiments dealt with the environment and how we can improve on what we consume. Erin Hyde, a Mid-Buchanan High School student, spoke about her experiment.
And I wanted to see if, when they placed into a choice chamber, if they would choose the culture they've always been raised on, the type of diet. And what I found was, overall, they did seem to prefer their own culture diet.
Students spent all year researching their projects to present at the science. Another Mid-Buchanan High School student, Laurelyn Harris, did her experiment on microplastics.
This idea came from an article published on the American Chemical Society website, and they actually found that 6 to 10 metric tons of contact lenses are ending up in wastewater treatment plants every year. They're being broken down into microplastics by the microbes present in these plants.
Kime, a volunteer from the biology club Tri Beta, hopes that by attending the science fair, high school students will be interested in the science field.
I hope that high school students just get a greater grasp of what they can do in the sciences and how them creating experiments is just a great process to even prepare them for college science courses or be interested in the STEM field.
Reporting for Griffon Media, this is Kathleen Woods.
It's really nice that we gave that opportunity to high school students.
Western is such an evolving community, and I just love it and I hate to leave it.
Speaking of leaving, finals are coming up before we all leave. How do yours look for the semester?
You know, I wasn't ready for them until I realized I'll never have to take them again. And that's terrifying, but what's even more terrifying is actually trying to find a real job.
Well, you're not the only one feeling emotions about graduating. Reporter Christian Sarna caught up with some of our outgoing seniors one last time.
For many Missouri Western students, spring means the return of local wildlife and cutoffs. For our seniors here at Griffon Update and Griffon Update Sports, spring is just the start of a brand new journey. One senior to walk across the seal this May is Mackenzie Bose, anchor and producer at Griffon Update.
What I'm going to miss about Griffon Update is just the friendships and the people. One of my favorite people to see every single Tuesday is Bo. He'll always give me a hug when I walk in. And so that's just like, I don't know, it's kind of like a baby family, and I'll miss that part of it, my people.
Dr. Robert Nolf is the chair of the Communication and Journalism Department. He's also the faculty advisor of Griffon Update and Griffon Update Sports.
I can still remember the day Mackenzie and her mother came in and talked to me about the journalism program. By the time she left, the energy level and the enthusiasm was there, and I knew instantly. I said, you know what, you do a good job this year. You're going to be in charge of Griffon Update next year.
Thank you for watching.
The seniors have really done an amazing job, and then they have a real good group of undergraduates underneath them that has been phenomenal. So it's been fun watching it grow. One of the seniors that has continually blown me away, he's always kind of been the go-to guy, is Lance Lawton. His packages are probably some of the best that we have. And I always know if we have a Lance package, it's going to be creative, it's going to look great, and everything else. And so if there's something that I definitely want covered, or if Kenzie wants covered, she wants somebody to do a really, really, really good job, we know we can always depend on Lance to do that.
I'd like to thank, everyone who got me to this point, to be honest, because I actually started as a theater major. Definitely didn't want that, and I wanted to do something to do with photography originally, but I had the background in reporting, and so one took me to journalism, and I fell in love with it all over again, basically. I just really want to thank, university for basically accepting me into their family, and then being able to just come into the journalism department with open arms from the faculty, and then I met a bunch of friends within this department, and really thankful for the opportunity to do all this.
Bailey Ketchum is the creator, producer, and anchor of Griffon Update Sports and will be a student commencement speaker this spring.
3 years ago, she started doing packages for Griffon Update, and she did a phenomenal job. And so I said, okay, I want to do a student-produced sports show at Missouri Western, and I want you to be the producer of it. And she looked at me, she got this big grin on her face, and she goes, okay, never done that. I said, well, it's never been done here. She goes, okay.
What I'm going to miss about Missouri Western is just the whole atmosphere. I love the journalism department. The teachers here are amazing. I've created such good relationships with them, especially Dr. Nolf. He's like my best friend. I'm going to miss the staff for sure. And then I'm going to miss just Griffon Update in general, being able to produce my own show. I'm excited for, new adventures, but I'm always going to miss Missouri Western.
To all of our outgoing seniors, we're really going to miss you. Go do amazing things. Reporting for Griffon Media, I'm Christian Sarna.
That was bittersweet, as was my time here.
Yeah, I sure am going to miss you, Mackenzie.
I'll miss you too, and everyone else. Before I sign off, I want to say a quick thank you. Thank you to the viewers, to my people who have continuously worked hard for me, to Dr. Knoll for steering me around here for 2 years, and also a huge shout out to Kevin McWhorter for always making sure my equipment is checked out, for airing our show, and being the man behind everything getting done right in the studio. Thank you all for a wonderful 2 years.
Stay tuned for Bailey's Sports Report coming up after this message.
At Missouri Western, it's on us.
It's on us, all of us, to take responsibility and stop sexual assault.
To create a campus environment where everyone is safe and feels safe.
To realize that ending sexual assault is not an individual endeavor,
but a collective effort.
To understand that it affects not only students, but faculty and staff members alike.
At Missouri Western, we take action.
It's on us to look out for each other and not look the other way.
We step up and say something.
We support survivors.
We are going to be a part of the solution and not the problem.
It's on us to intervene and take responsibility.
So take action because we can and will make a difference.
At Missouri Western,
it's on us
to put an end to sexual assault.
Begin by taking the pledge at itsonus.org.
Welcome to the Griffon Update Sports Report, your place to catch up on all Griffon sports. For the last time, I'm your host, Bailey Ketchum. First in sports, baseball played Pitt State in a 3-game series, but lost the series 1-2, and returned home this Friday to play Southwest Baptist. In other sports news, women's golfer Shi Xing Ong got her second consecutive Golfer of the Year award in the MIAA, and Chong Young made it on the MIAA second team. Now it's time for our segment called Get to Know That Griff. I'm here with Western softball player Morgan Frost to get to know her a little bit. First off, where are you from?
Gilbertville, Iowa, a super small town in northern Iowa, about an hour below the Minnesota border.
Okay, Iowa. I'm from Nebraska. Who would you say is your favorite college football team?
I'm just going to say Iowa because, you know,
Not
go
a fan.
Hawks.
Not a fan of Iowa, but whatever, we'll get over that. So this is your second year here. What was your initial thoughts when you were first coming to Missouri Western?
I was just kind of looking for a place to, you know, call home, being 5 hours away from home, and so that was a really big selling point.
What has been your favorite softball memory so far?
I think right now it's the 12-game win streak. That's pretty fun. You can't go wrong there.
And getting the ice cream after every game?
Always.
I'm so jealous. I want ice cream after every game. That's awesome. Okay, you're an outfielder. What's your favorite thing about being an outfielder?
We always joke that like we can have conversations and literally no one knows what we're talking about. Like people can't hear us, so we just like make comments all the time that no one else can hear. So it's pretty fun.
What kind of things are you saying out there?
You know, probably things that probably shouldn't be repeated sometimes.
Okay, all right. If you could describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
Weird.
I agree. 100%. That's a good one.
I think it describes you well too.
Other than softball, what are some of your favorite things to do?
I like to hang out with my friends, you know. Got some pretty good ones here, so that's pretty fun.
You're right. What's your walk-up song?
It's a Kelly Clarkson song called Second Wind.
Okay.
I get made fun of for it because it's not really like the rap like they have.
Yeah.
But if you listen to the words, I really like the lyrics. That's why I chose it.
All right. You have a pretty awesome coach in Coach Bagley. Kind of just talk about what kind of coach she is.
Super fun, super chill. Like, she brings a lot of the energy that we possess as a team, so it's been a lot of fun playing for her just because she's weirder than we are sometimes, you know. She makes us a little weirder, so it's fun to play for her.
Yeah. Okay, baseball players are very superstitious. Softball players can be as well. Are you superstitious?
I have my moments, you know, when a hairstyle's working, I keep my hair in, or if a bow is, I'll keep wearing that bow. I wear the same pair of spandex. Like, I'll like wash them obviously because that's disgusting.
Okay, good.
But like, I have a pair I wear with my black pants and a pair I wear with the white pants.
Okay, how's softball been so far this year? You've gotten a couple honors. You are softball athlete of the year for Missouri Western. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. You know, I couldn't really ask for a better way to go out, better way to end the career.
Okay, so is this streak going to keep going this weekend?
That's the plan. I mean, we're playing our best softball right now, so it's the best time to play it too.
Okay, what can we expect to see this weekend and then so on with conference coming up pretty soon?
I mean, pretty big games, teal game, so everyone should come out for that. And then senior day, but just the fact that Washburn and Emporia are playing their best softball right now too, so there could be some really good games, but I think we're prepared mentally and physically to come out and keep winning.
All right, awesome. Well, it's been wonderful getting to know you. You guys play at home on Friday at 4, so be there, everyone. For more updates on the weekend, women's tennis will take on Washburn in the MIAA Championships on Friday, and track and field competed at the Kansas Relays with Hunter Skaggs and Kelsey Cox as the top finishers, getting 6th in their events. That's all we have for you today in sports. For more information on Griffon Athletics, check out gogriffons.com.
Well, that brings us to the end of our show. You can watch our show on MWSU TV Channel 12. You can also catch us on the Griffon Update Vimeo and YouTube channels and the Missouri Western Student Media homepage.
From all of us here at Griffon Update, and one last time from myself and Mackenzie, thank you for watching.